Joining us, James Dickey, Senior Trial Counsel at the Upper Midwest Law Center. James, thank you for being here. So clearly the school district is saying that they're doing this to remedy past discrimination, but as that previous guest points out, it's basically using more discrimination to treat it. What is going on here?
That's exactly right. Right now, what the school district has done by agreeing to this collective bargaining agreement with the teachers union is they have put discrimination into the law. And what it does is it requires that instead of laying off teachers in the future, if there are layoffs based on seniority or merit, they're going to use the color of their skin instead. And that's a violation of the 14th Amendment.
Well, and so where legally does this stand? I mean, the equal protections under the law, the 14th Amendment is what you mentioned, but is there a precedent that you can point to of where this is headed?
Definitely. In 1986, the Supreme Court decided a case called Wygant versus Jackson Board of Education, and they clearly struck down a layoff scheme that was based on the color of skin, just like this one. There is no question that this is unconstitutional.
And so, James, as you begin to weigh in and fight this, what has been the response from MPS?
We haven't heard any response related to it. Obviously, this was covered back when the tentative agreement was struck in March, and now it's just coming back into the public consciousness again. But we certainly would hope that they would reevaluate this, even though it was part of their tentative agreement, and consider not discriminating against teachers based on the color of their skin.
And when we look at the makeup of white versus non-white staff and teachers in this school district, how does that shape up?
Well, it looks like at this point there's about 60% of the teachers, or 60% of the students are students of color, and only about 27% of teachers are teachers of color. So there is a difference there. But there are race-neutral ways in which the district could pursue adding more teachers of colors, which in and of itself is not a problem.
James, civil rights attorney Leo Terrell weighed in on this. Here's what he had to say. Take a listen.
For 30 years, I've been fighting for equality as a civil rights attorney, and that's inequality. That's backwards. You're 100% correct. It's racist, it's discriminatory, it's illegal, and it should be invalidated immediately. I read what the union said. They said they want students to have teachers that look like them. Wrong. The students need teachers who will educate them.
James, I'll give you the last 20 seconds to respond.
I think Leo's exactly right. I think the fact is that you need teachers who are going to do a great job for their students regardless of the color of their skin. And so that's what the teachers union and the Minneapolis Public School District should do.
Really quite a staggering situation out there in Minneapolis. We will continue to follow it. James Dickey, thanks for being here today.